In any case, both of the teams will benefit very well from the victory. Okay, so let's go. We see DoDs in the bottom side of the map. This is their home map, Painted Desert, and they opted for Loki, which is played by Libertine. In the middle we have Kreese as Odin, and on the left side we have Heimdall, Heimdall as Uranus, who is facing Team Mystic Samus Scream, playing in purple color, again Uranus. So basically an Uranus mirror on this side. In the middle we have Wulki playing Loki. He is obviously the star player in TM. Let's see how he can, how he will perform on this exact map. And we have Bengen Coloson playing in yellow color on the right flank of TM, or on the left flank if you're looking from their side. So interestingly enough, we have Loki versus Ra here, and Uranus mirror, and we have two Norse players in the middle, so it's Loki and Odin. Basically what can happen is that if Wulki doesn't attack or doesn't harass Kreese enough, this guy will simply advance to Mythic Age, and the Ragnarok is always devastating for Loki and for Uranus as well, if you have of course strong enough Ragnarok. And I'm expecting Heimdall to kind of have the upper hand against Samus Scream, to be honest. Of course both of them are very good players, but judging from the latest activity, I think that Heimdall should be able to have the upper hand. Although I think that will be yet not like Heimdall has a clear advantage, or he is going to just crush him. Nothing like that. We see that Wulki casted his spy on Libertine's Skrelling, and basically right now Wulki has double scout, so is Skrelling and also this one, so he is basically getting an idea about their opponent's base as well, thanks to the spy. I think it's not that bad idea, although the hunt of Kreese could also be an option, because you always want to do as much damage to Thor or Odin as possible, because the Ragnarok, you want to kill as many villagers, sorry. And so far I think, Heimdall is kind of preparing for a villager rush. I think this kind of build is like, I think that its aim is to be protected from the villager rush, because we have they have Ra, they have Loki who can advance through Heimdall. We see Chris building right in front of Samus Scream, and this is, I think, unnoticed so far by Samo or by Wulki, so they are thinking of doubling him actually. But yeah, we see Heimdall just building around the town center, trying to secure it as much as possible in case of a villager rush. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Chris might lose the Ursark right here. I think if Samu casted Shockwave on this Ursark from the right side, I mean, he was moving up to this direction, if he casted it somewhere in front of him, it would throw him back and the town center would kill the Ursark, I think. I have done that multiple times. I think that also work in this case, because the Ursark Skrelling got very close to the TC, it was like this, and you see how much HP he has, half of his HP left. If he got the Shockwave with the idle time and then running back, he would get killed, I think. Okay, Wulki going for a double temple. They call this the old school play by Loki, double temple. Yeah, it is queuing cursors from the first one already. We don't see any kind of upgrades yet from him, just for City. We see pickaxe from Samus Scream. We don't see any kind of upgrades from Heimdall as well. He is, I think, going for a full aggression. He is going to build 3 military buildings instead of usual 2. 2 barracks, maybe 1 military, 1 counter. Where is your third? Is there any third? No, there isn't. Well, in case you don't do those 2 upgrades... Oh, okay, sorry, he researched pickaxe, so... But let's see, Chris is already in Samu's base. He's aggressive over there. I think he should also hit the Promethean with the Herseer, trying to get some favor. He advanced through, well, yeah, from the Valkar. I judged that he advanced through Forseti. Yeah. It's the okay, they're tripling him. Oh, I didn't notice this barracks. Yeah, they're tripling Samus Cream. We also see the Oracles valored by Heimdall, so it's a clear triple. I think they're making use of the presence of Egyptian in TM squad, because Egyptians are usually ineffective in the early aggression. I mean, they are not very helpful when their teammate is getting rushed, because they usually do some kind of fast heroic or semi-fast heroic. But in this case, of course, Bengen Coloson has to build some barracks and help his teammates, because the triple is going to be really huge. Yeah, just these 2 buildings by Heimdall. And he's queuing his units right inside Samu's base. Wulki should help him. A lot of... in this kind of situations, a lot depends on your teammates. And especially in this case on Wulki. You see the shifting sands, which took, yeah, a lot of units actually. Yeah, a lot of units. I won't tell one by one, but saw some 8 units, 9 units over there. And Libertine trying to do some damage from behind, but I don't think it's running after him with whole army is a good idea. Especially with the Promethean. Just send 4 Murmilos, or 5, because Murmila usually kills the Herseer in one against one. Yeah, there is some kind of... they're going to destroy some buildings from Samu over here. I hope my... Oops. Yeah, so far Wookie is... yeah, he has to retreat because there's too much units over here. And Samu's Cream is still running after these 3 Herseers with all his army. Yeah, okay, and after these units from Heimdall. Still not very efficient, I think. So it's only Wulki who is effectively defending him, or trying to, in this phase. See, huge amount of units by Heimdall. Oh, sorry, by Chris. No, not huge, but like 15. And considering that the Usarks are pretty cheap, he's going to get some more, I'm sure. Yeah, we see some 4 idle of them over here. They kill the temple. They are now destroying the house. Yeah, this aggression is really... will do some damage to Samu's Cream. It's very hard to come back in this kind of situations if you're Atlantean. I mean, if you're tripled... I mean, it's hard with any god, but... if you're Egyptian, for instance, you have some towers to defend, or something like this. If you're Atlantean, you just have to rely on your army. And if they destroy your military production buildings, you got nothing. I mean, that's why Atlantean is usually vulnerable to early aggression, because until the usual 4:30 or maybe 4 minutes, he has nothing. Like, there is nothing he can defend himself with. The Greek can send a hero, Norse can send some also Herseers from the temple. Egyptians can also send some priests, but the Atlantean has nothing really. Okay, we see Bengen Coloson joining the fight, but I think this already looks pretty bad for TM, because Samu is a lot of behind in this case, I think. Let's check the resources. Yeah, you see he is now... I thought about that. He is on the last place. And yeah, Wulki trying to prevent Libertine from raiding Samu's Cream. They should join their forces though. This kind of things are not very efficient. I mean, this triple also makes Coloson to invest in the classical army a lot and to mess up his build, because usually Ra would go fast heroic or semi-fast heroic with double TC in this case, but as he has to train this X-Men, his build is kind of messed up, so he's going to advance very late. Bow of Artemis, not a bad relic at all. Archers are cheaper with that. Yeah, Wulki is really doing some job. He's trying to protect Samu's hunt, also trying to deter the aggression in the front. But yeah, you see this is already too much, I think. Maybe Chris needs heroic right now. If he opts to train more throwing X-Men, rely more on throwing X-Men and save the food, I think he can advance to heroic as well. Oh, he's pretty low actually on resources, but if he keeps on gathering for a couple of minutes, 1.5 minute, would be enough, I think. Yeah, and also the well, one of the advantages of this triple is that DoDs get access to all the resources scattered around the map. Of course, not right those ones which are in TM's side, but oh, okay. Yeah, forest fire by Chris, which did some damage. No, it's actually not very good. He killed the villager citizen, killed another one here, but I think he would have killed that without it as well. I wonder if Heimdall is advancing in heroic, because his army is just Turma, 7 Urmilos and 20 Turmas. Or maybe, yeah, he's taking second TC and third one as well. Yeah, now it's okay. We see that Libertine is advancing to heroic gauge, and yeah, this flaming weapons is going to deal some good damage to Samu. Although we see that on the scoreboard, TMs are even ahead at this point. But let's see about the flaming weapons. Not very good micro by Libertine though. It's still going to do good damage, although he's under the towers. Now where is Chris? Did he lose all his units? Or? He doesn't have as much as he had a couple of moments ago. I think he lost most. Yeah, you see Liberty jumping in the score. He killed so many units. Yeah, his score was much lower, I think, to this point, but right now he came back with those flaming weapons. Good. Okay, thank you, bro. Oops. Okay, Wookiee rage quitting right now, just as Shelby predicted. Or no, not yet. Yeah, but I mean, it's not that they played very bad. I mean, TM. It's not they played. They just got outmaneuvered. Just the DoD guys executed. They chose a strategy and executed it very well, pretty well, I must say. And especially the heroic gauge from Libertine was kind of a nail in the coffin. So not much these guys can do. The only thing I think which could have maybe not saved them, but could have prevented this kind of fail, was that if they could scout, if Samu scouted a bit better, if he saw the temple going up by Chris, if he maybe kept his oracles around his base, or one or two of them maybe, could have found out that he's going to get rushed and he would get help much quicker with the information that he had. But no. It's GG, well played by DoDs, and it's 1-0. Yeah, Wookiee is raging, yeah, he's savage. It's a usual thing for him. Heimdall played pretty well, yeah, he microed actually very well. His kill death ratio is the best. Libertine also very well, but main factor in this kill death statistics is his flaming weapons. And Wookiee, yeah, kind of played bad. Not bad, just it was It wasn't that much that he could do over here alone. I mean, and Bengen Coloson, yeah, he did some, could repel some attacks with the X-Men, but that was not enough. Chris was the one who lagged behind a bit on the OD side, but I think to critical it was enough for them to win. Yeah, so let's go.